4:30 in the morning, freezing cold, wrapped up, lovely and warm, off to Amsterdam. Going to the airport now. Catch you later. It's always the same here, always. These bloody walkways, you have to park miles away and then they never work, and it's always in the direction that I want to go. Amazing.
Gracias.
Gracias. So we're at gate D50. So in Malaga Airport you've got gates B and C where you have to go through passport control. But here at gate D, it's just like the open zone when you walk in from the street, because this is for internal flights in Europe. So actually we don't have to go through passport control. So we're just waiting now for the flight. One of the great freedoms of not having speedy boarding, not having a case or anything like that, is that you haven't got a rush to get in the queue. Just sit around until they start boarding and there's no queue. So we've picked aisle seats and we've just got the under seat bag. So it's good. Everybody seems to have the same style of backpack, because this is the new under seat allowance size. So lots and lots of people have the same thing. But what they don't understand as well, some of them, is you only allow one piece of luggage. So they've got their backpack, but then they've got like other bags. But hey ho, they've got the old measuring machine over there. Look. So after an unusual flight with Vueling, well I say unusual because when we got on, the staff just went, hello, hello, take your seats. They're more worried about what goes in the overhead luggage. And then they just pulled the curtain. There was no service at all. No drinks, no food, no duty free, nothing. So anyway, we got off and we got the train and we're now in Amsterdam Central, at the central station. And it's pissing down, obviously, as usual. I thought this was quite a clever drainage thing. Yeah, it's neat, isn't it? It comes down off that roof and then runs down the leg and into a drain. Anyway, so yeah, here we are. It's a bit cold, it's a bit wet, but you can make any connection you want from this place. A bus, a taxi, Uber, a Bolt. I suppose you could get a bike, but you're really risking death if you hire one of these, I'm telling you. So our first stop is Stephen and Penelope, which is a knitting shop run by Stephen West and his partner. And it's one of those places that every knitter really wants to go. Let's just get the bags and accessories out of the way, because there's plenty of wool coming, I can assure you. I can see it all from here. Loads of it. Here's my little perch while my wife's shopping. Nice comfy sofa. Love it. Unlike many wool shops, this one is very spacious. It's lovely to walk around. Lots of samples, knitting up samples, shawls, little test pieces, just to kind of explain or show you how wool's knit up, etc. Yeah, there's just such a huge assortment in here. The majority of them are actually in skeins rather than balls. Which is something which you see at a lot of the fairs. And there's lots of books and information. So yeah, it's just one of those places where you can come and read. Oh, now this is a winder. I end up doing this manually at home, but that one's an electric one. These are some shawls. Look at that, lovely. And I'll leave you to it for a bit. Let you have a look.
That might not be my first choice for her of like where to get it. So you condense all of them and then counted that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Now, I'm not a knitter, but I love these leather bags. I think they're really great. So I'd have one just for the sake of having one of those, not to put any knitting in, but anyway. So that's Stephen and Penelope done. Now we're going to the hotel. We're staying at a B&B hotel, it's called. Just a little way out of the centre, but looks very nice, very comfortable. Nice bed, nice spacious room. The bathroom is, what's the word? Cosy, functional. So it's not huge by any stretch, but it's lovely and clean. There I am. Ooh. Yeah, very nice, and at a very good price as well. Bearing in mind it's Amsterdam, so yeah, nice little hotel. Now we're just going to get unpacked, and then what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to split this video into 2 or 3 sections. So what we've done, we've left the hotel now, we've come to the bus stop. So as you can see, still raining, and we've already located the local bus stop, and we're getting to grips with the buses, how they work. Now, see that little machine there? When you get on, you have to swipe on, and then when you get off, you have to swipe off with your credit card. But the thing is, you can only use 1 credit card per person. So if it's on your phone, you have to kind of switch it over quick. Now on the train, exactly the same kind of thing applies here. Swiping in, swiping out, but this is at the station instead. But yeah, very good transport links. This is all day one, and we're just finding our way around the city. So what I'm going to do, I'll wrap this up shortly, and then I'll do another one when we start really exploring. Now, I kid you not, obviously I know Amsterdam is, or Holland overall, is famous for its bikes, but there are thousands and thousands of bikes. And not many good new ones either, unless they keep those indoors, because most of the ones that you see out in these bicycle racks, they're crap. They're ancient things. But again, because it's so flat, I guess you don't really need all the gears and all that stuff, all the fancy stuff. So a lot of them, they're bikes with these little plastic boxes. They go and buy those for a couple of quid and stick them on the front to put all their shopping in, etc. But yeah, they're bloody everywhere. Bikes, thousands. So when you try and cross the road, don't worry about the cars. You've got to have eyes up your arse, because unless you look round the corner, round the bend, you can't actually see what's coming. And it'll be a bloody bike, I can tell you. There are thousands of them. But they do make arrangements, all these little cycle racks and that, where people can leave their bikes. And not many of them are locked. That's another interesting thing. But I suppose because they're so old and crappy, not many people want them. But yeah, they're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Oh yeah, don't walk that way around, because there's a bloody cable, you'll trip over it. With this electric charging. So that's all going on. All nice and environmentally friendly. Mind you, probably couldn't get a more environmentally friendly town. And there's a fancy market down there, well known. We didn't actually go into it much, because we were running out of time. And then we just went for a drink, just into a nice little cafe / pub place. Here it is, very oldie worldy, and there are more bloody bikes. They're everywhere. So what I'll do, I'm going to wrap up today now, and I'm going to come back with another video of what we did tomorrow. So there you go, nice study of bikes for you.